This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. When you visit the doctor, you probably hand over your insurance, your ID, and contact details. It's just one of the many places that has your personal info. And if any of them accidentally expose it, you could be at risk for identity theft. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second. If you become a victim, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
This episode is brought to you by JCPenney. Yes, JCPenney. And if you've been there recently, you know it's the place to go for jaw-dropping looks at brag-worthy prices. They've got something special for every style and budget, not to mention rewards and deals that make finding those hidden gems even sweeter. If you already shop JCPenney, you're already in on the secret. But if not, it's time to ask. Wait, am I sleeping on JCPenney? Shop JCPenney.com. Yes, JCPenney.
This is Optimal Work Daily, The Philosophy of Great Customer Service, Part 2 by Derek Sivers of Sivers. That's SIVE.RS. Number 4. Every interaction is your moment to shine. Probably only 1% of your customers or clients ever bother to make a customer service interaction, so when they do, this is your time to shine. 3 minutes spent talking with them is going to shape their impression of your company more than your name, price, design, website, or features all combined. This is your shining moment to be the best you can be, to blow them away with how cool it was to contact you. If your customer service is taught to be efficient, it sends the message, I don't really want to talk with you. Let's get this over quick. Since that's what everyone else does, do the opposite. Take a few inefficient minutes to get to know anyone who contacts you. For example, at CD Baby, if someone would call saying, I'd like to talk with someone about selling my music through you, we'd say, sure, I can help. What's your name? Cool. Got a website? Can I see it? Is that you on the homepage there? Very cool. Is that a real Les Paul? Awesome. Here, let me listen to a bit of the music. Nice. I like what you're doing. Very syncopated. Great groove. Anyway, so what would you like to know? From my own experience of being a self-promoting musician for 15 years, I can tell you that it's very hard to get anyone to listen to your music. So when someone takes even a couple minutes to listen to you, it's so touching that you remember it for life. This isn't some sales technique. It's just good human behavior. It makes life better. It makes work more fun. It's the right thing to do. And it pays off. When people would call to buy music, we'd ask them where they heard of the artist, not in some monotonous, scripted way, but as part of engaging the customer in a little conversation, sincerely interested in the details, maybe asking if they often discover new music that way, or whatever. Then we'd include these details in the order on the back end so the musician could see it too. It helped the musician be more connected to their fans, and helped both them and us understand why people were buying music. Imagine what you'd do if Paul McCartney called. You'd drop everything, gush some praise, be thrilled that he'd contact you at all, and give him all the time in the world for whatever he wants. So that's how we should treat everyone that contacts us. Why not? You don't have time? Make time. It's how everyone deserves to be treated. You know, there's research that says we don't smile because we're happy. We smile first, and the physical act of smiling makes us happy. So I think the act of acting your best, being sincerely interested in others, taking the time to make each person happy, even if you weren't in the mood at first, is a great way of actually being your best. Number 5, lose every fight. Customer service often starts when someone has a problem and is upset. But kind of like you need to feel secure for your business to be generous, you need to feel secure enough to lose every fight. Whenever they're upset, let them know that they were right and the company was wrong. They win, you lose, and you're prepared to do whatever it takes to make them happy again. I'm saying this, but let's admit that it's so hard to turn off our human nature to feel things are directed at us, to lash back and show them they're wrong, to not lose this fight. Occasionally, still, I start typing a response that's not so nice. But after years of getting burned for doing that, I catch myself and replace it with something angelic instead. But you know that scene in the movies where someone is saying something nasty or secret and then realizes their microphone is on, so they immediately straighten up, correct themselves, and say the publicly acceptable thing instead? Well, your microphone is on. There is no private communication in customer service. Anything you say is likely to be put onto someone's blog or Facebook, retweeted, and seen by everyone. So you must be the best version of yourself. You must let them win every fight. You must humbly bow to your superior and make them happy. And kind of like I said about how smiling makes you happy, I think the act of doing this every day is very peaceful. It feels like daily empathy practice. Over the years, my company had some huge evangelists, people who loudly told everyone they met that they absolutely must use CD Baby to sell or buy their music. Funny thing is, when I'd look back through that person's history of communication, I'd often find out that the first time they contacted us, they were loudly upset about some problem. I think the lesson learned is that loud people are loud people, whether complaining or praising. So when you get some loud complaint, take it as an opportunity to do whatever it takes to make them so happy that they become a loud evangelist. And number 6, rebelliously right the wrongs of the world. You know, there's this little passive-aggressive move we all do when we don't like how someone is behaving. We instinctively take the high road to show them how to behave. Like if someone is talking too loudly in a quiet place, you speak extra quiet to them. If someone is being a complete slob, you clean up your zone before confronting them. It's a kind of defiant act that says, "No, you're doing it wrong. Here, watch me. I'll show you how it's done." Well, I think your business is your little part of the world where you can right all the wrongs of the world and show them all how it's done. To do this, you need to be rebellious. Don't follow norms. Don't do what the other businesses are doing. Instead, think of the worst you've experienced and do the opposite. Show them how wrong they were. It's very cathartic. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled The Philosophy of Great Customer Service by Derek Sivers of Sivers, SIVE.RS.
At Capella University, learning online doesn't mean learning alone. You'll get support from people who care about your success, like your enrollment specialist who gets to know you and the goals you'd like to achieve. You'll also get a designated academic coach who's with you throughout your entire program. Plus, career coaches are available to help you navigate your professional goals. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
All right, some great advice there from Derek over the last couple days about customer service. Hope you enjoyed it. And that's going to do it for this episode, so I will be right back here with you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.